Welcome back to Barcelona. Long-term evolution, LTE, has been on the minds of many for several years, but there have been some competing standards. One company at least invested very boldly in LTE very early on and now has a market advantage. Let's talk to one of their executives. Thank you for joining us. What will be the progression of LTE over the next few years?
Every year we will see some new technologies for LTE. For example, this year we are introduced some technology like interband carrier aggregation. For example, we can integrate 2.6 giga and 1800 together. So by this way, to bring the better peak data rate and also the much faster throughput for end users. And also we will bring a lot of new technology like a high order MIMO. For example, 4x4 MIMO. This kind of technology also will improve the spectrum efficiency for a further step. And then several years later also we think the small cell will be more and more popular for LTE deployment because LTE technology is a very good technology for a wide deployed small cell solution. So by this way, we believe the network capacity can be not only be doubled, but it can be 10 times of improved for the capacities.
What would you say is Huawei's key advantage as an LTE provider?
The first advantage is that because the Huawei's strategy for investment. And Huawei began the investment for LTE very earlier from 2004. And also, our investment is much bigger than others. For example, in 2007 or in 2008, we have more than 1,000 teams for LTE, but at that time, for other vendors, maybe only 100 or 200 people for prototypes. So that's why Huawei can be the first one to deliver the commercial network in 2009. Another thing very important is we think something very important to big investment for the standard and for the early research for the key technologies. So now we also have very good position for the standard and the key patents for the LTE.
How would you characterize Huawei's cooperation with mobile operators?
We have very close cooperation with operators globally. For example, from 2007, we have a lot of discussion with some top operators to define the specification for our first product, for our first commercial release. And then in 2009, Huawei is the first one to deliver world's first LTE network with telecellular. Now we will serve in 2012, we will cooperation. We will provide LTE equipment to 37 of the top 50 operators.
Tell us, how does Huawei envision the global LTE market developing?
In 2011, and more operators committed that they will develop LTE network for next years. For example, now about 285 operators are investing for LTE network. And also we can see about 119 operators will launch LTE network by the end of this year.
Tell us a little bit about what you see occurring. What are some of the trends behind mobile broadband?
I think we will see very big changes for next 10 years. And every year we will see a lot of new applications and also very fast growing of traffics. And also we believe that the mobile broadband will bring the new level of connections. It means connections to provide very wide connection for peoples, and not only peoples, but all the things around the peoples. So to match the pace of the global mobile broadband, Huawei introduced new concept such as gigasat. So it means that the wireless network will provide some features like ultra broadband and zero waiting and ubiquitous connections. So by this way, we can enrich the human life to a new levels and to provide connection, ultra-wide connection everywhere.
Thank you very much for spending this time with us.